Nathan's here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out boys, that's Nike boys hopping our coast. This shit way too big, when we pull up, give me the loot.
What is up guys, it's Nicole here and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys have never been here before. Hit the subscribe button down below so you guys can see more of my future videos. And yeah, let's just get straight into this video. So, the way that I take photos on my Samsung, I have an S8 and I have two apps that I use. So I use the normal camera app, and then I also use an app called Hugie. I'm gonna show you guys what it is, if it's gonna focus, but it's called Hugie. And okay, that was my photos, but this is what it looks like. Hello. So I use the timer, which is down here, and I set that to 10, and then I also turn the flash on, and that's basically the only settings that I use for this Hugie camera, and it does the rest for you. It adds effects and everything like that for you. So I'm going to show you guys a few photos that I just took downstairs for this video, just to show you guys, you know, basic. I use this app, and then I also use the camera app. I'll show you guys my settings up close, but I have the flash on up the top, as you guys can see, and I like to switch it to pro mode, as you guys can see as well. You guys can use the food mode. I feel like it adds saturation to the photo, and then it also allows you to blur the sides out. If you guys like blurring the sides out, it lets you do that as well, but I like to stick to pro. Sometimes I use auto, but I feel like it exposures. I feel like the exposure usually goes too high in auto, so I like to use pro and just adjust it myself. You guys will see in a few of the clips when I'm taking photos that I do adjust the exposure to fit the scene. But yeah, so I usually keep ISO pretty low. It's at 200 right now. Sometimes I keep it at 100 just to keep the graininess out. I'm so sorry about that. Wow. But I have the flash on, I have the ISO at 200, and then I have the exposure at 1/20th. That is what's at that is what it's at right now. But like I said, I like to switch that up. So you go lower and then it gets darker, you go higher, it goes higher, as you guys can see. For this situation, I'd keep it at 1/50th. I think that looks alright. But yeah, just adjust that to what you're gonna need, how much lighting you have in your scene and all that. I have the white balance at 5300. It's more on the warm side. I just like it like that. And then this setting here with like the filters and stuff, I have it on tone 2, and I'm going to show you guys a close-up of what all the settings in that are. So that's set to that, and that's on my main camera. These are some photos that I took in the main camera app, and as you guys can see, I had to change the exposure. It was a little too dark, so I mean it was a little too bright, so I changed it a few times. This is another scene using the normal camera app. As you guys can see, I changed the exposure a little bit as well, but that's literally what I use for my cameras, my apps, whatever you want to call it. And then if I ever need to edit them, I will go in and edit them. I'll show you guys how I do that in another video, because I've already got that video up. So if you guys want to see that, I'll link it down below. But that's kind of like a more extensive version of what I do. I don't really edit it that much anymore, just because I feel like I don't really need to. But yeah, so another thing that I highly recommend that you guys are taking photos alone is a tripod. I have this little guy here. I got it off eBay, and you can kind of bend him around to like do whatever, and like fit wherever you want him to fit. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's awesome to have. It's just a little short. You can get like bigger ones, but I got this one. For the photos that I took today, I actually used my big tripod, which is what I'm using right now to film on. But yeah, you guys can use a small one, you guys can use a big one. It's completely up to you, whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, you know. But yeah, but tripods essential to taking photos, because everywhere you're gonna go and everywhere you want to take photos is not gonna have somewhere to lean your phone on. Trust me, I know. I always lean my phone on things if I'm too lazy to get my tripod out. So yeah, but it's not gonna be like that everywhere you go. So if you guys are using a tripod, you're gonna need one of these, which is like a phone attachment to the tripod. It lets you fit your phone in there. Usually you have to take them sideways because that's how the phone fits. I don't like that. What I did today was use my big tripod, because this tripod doesn't exactly let you adjust it to do that. I mean, you can kind of like do this, but that's how far it goes. I used my big tripod because I could adjust it to be portrait instead of landscape, which is what this one only allows you to do. So it's gonna be like this on here, and then your phone has to go in this way. That's the only way that it fits in these things. So you'd have to turn it this way to get it to be a vertical shot, and you can't do it with this tripod. But with bigger tripods or tripods that have like adjustable handles and all that, you can do it, which is what I did today, and you guys will see that in the clips as well. Lighting is key to photos, to good photos. If you can't get good lighting, use your fake lighting or your exposure settings on your camera, which is what I showed you guys. And yeah, so as for taking selfies, I don't know, I don't really like the selfie camera on Samsungs. Honestly, I feel like iPhone selfie cameras are better, which is crazy because I don't like iPhones, but the camera is pretty good on there. Yeah, I don't like Samsung's selfie camera. I feel like it's just really, it makes everything look dull, and the saturation and everything on it is pretty dull. So I prefer to just use the back camera when I'm taking photos, selfies sometimes too, because of that. But yeah, another thing that you guys should keep in mind is angles. Now this is both the camera angle and your body angles and your face angles. So basically I just like to take a few shots just to practice on my phone, and then like see what looks the best, and then like kind of readjust myself. Mainly not readjust the camera, just because I feel like I don't want to have to keep moving the camera every single time I want to take a different kind of angled shot. So yeah, I feel like lower angles or like straight on angles look best. I wouldn't say top angles look that appealing on, like, I don't know. I feel like your body looks better and more like accentuated when you're shooting from like a lower angle or like straight on. I think when you're shooting from the top angle, it just doesn't look as flattering on anyone. So yeah, lower angles or straight on angles look best, and then just angle yourself and your body, and like whichever side you like best of your face. This side looks better for me in photos. My jawline looks better on this side than it does on this side, and I don't know, I just feel like this side for photos looks better. So yeah, I'm gonna like insert a few examples of like changing your body angles or your face angles. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys know what I mean, and you guys are gonna see it in the photos that I like show you guys as well. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in there as well. Angles are definitely key to good photos too, and using your own angles and what you know suits you best and what makes you look better. That is literally how I take my Instagram photos or my photos in general. And I hope you guys like this video. My camera is about to die, so I'm speeding this up. Hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a like if you did like it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!